Dude, so Ryan bought a Corvette branded Bally official pinball machine. It's dope. It's vintage. Works amazing.
1994.
That's the year it's
refurbished.
from. And we were like, Ryan found it first. You can tell you grew up with some pinball machines, and so like it's always been your thing. But
guys, this would be fun.
Yeah,
it'd be fun. A little shop thing to have around the shop. You know,
Yeah,
nothing too serious.
And
Little did we know it's on track to bankrupt the company.
Dude,
Run us out of business.
It's like crack. It's
it's
so
so
addicting. Very similar to a slot machine. Obviously, there's skill involved. You got to do things. You can't suck. You got to have quick reflexes. But at the end of the day, a lot of lights, a lot of flashing at you, a lot of sounds, a lot of power ups, a lot of chances to get a lot of points, multipliers. I'm like, this is just like a slot machine. And then when you
I don't have to pay for it.
Well, that's the best part.
I think the real draw though is that we want to have our name on the top
right.
three
That is
scores,
the true
which you
reason.
got your name up there, and I'm like, God dang it! I just want to have my name going across the screen because it's always lit up going across.
Dude, you
Yep.
guys are,
And
you guys
you
are
get
so
so
addicted.
close.
So
you get
I-
so close. You're like, oh, next game's gonna be the one. I'm
Yep.
gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. And then it's so frustrating when it goes down the middle.
The worst part is that I scored that pretty early on. I'm stoked about it. I
need
still
to
don't
watch
really
you
know how
play.
I did. You were asking me, how do you do it? How'd you do it? And I'm like, dude, I don't know. I got 4 times multiplier and got lucky.
Pinball Mike.
But
Bro,
like,
this might be the reason that the Banshee build took 4.5 days to
I
finish.
was pretty good about it.
Bro, I swear, we would just be getting rolling, and then everyone would just get up and go and work, go and play the pinball machine.
It's such a distinct noise.
You definitely know when someone's playing it.
Yeah. You go, oh! I'm like, man, they are really getting into
Dude,
this.
it's even got Ken yelling.
Yeah, I know.
Ken
Ken'll
doesn't
be
like
over there by
sharing
himself.
though.
I looked at the thing. You can see how many games
Oh,
we've
gosh.
played, and I reset it when we got it because I was very interested.
Wow.
We've played over 1,200 games, and we've had it for 6 days.
Oh my gosh.
It's like 200 games a day.
That is insane.
If you start averaging out how much time that takes, granted, there's a lot of us, but still,
Unreal.
yeah. So then it's
It's
like
so fun, dude.
so
I love
fun.
it.
it's so fun.
You want to know what's actually? I've always actually liked pinball machines. Ever since when I met Ryan when we were kids, and he had 2 pinball
yeah.
machines at his house. It was so fun to play on. But
Try to
then
set the high
also,
score.
I think what really got me into the pinball was how back when we used to print shirts at Ken's uncle's shop, they had this Playboy pinball machine in there, and I didn't just like it because it was Playboy. I liked it
genuinely
because
fun,
it was
right?
just fun.
Yeah,
dude. It was fun. And Alex is sitting over there. Sorry. And what I found out though with pinball machines, because I started looking into them, and it's crazy because you can buy a pinball machine and it goes up in value.
Yeah.
Like certain ones are rare, certain ones go up, and it's just I honestly I don't know. The way I look at pinball machines is
it's an investment.
it can be an investment.
Just
Right.
Ben, you keep your dirty little fingers out of the pinball game,
Right.
okay?
So
Don't
there's this.
make us go bankrupt.
There's this.
I haven't touched it, actually.
You can play.
I think
Just
the
don't
only
buy
reason
one.
why you
I've
don't
played 2 or 3 games tops.
Yeah, it's because you aren't good at it. You just can't. You don't like it just because you're not good.
It's just not fun.
Yeah, you just because you're not
Take that
good.
back.
You got to
I
practice.
don't think it's that fun.
Come on.
And the same thing happens every single time. You
Unless
play
you
for a
do
little
something,
bit,
get a high
it goes
score.
here, it goes there, or it goes around and it comes back, and you're just hitting it with these little paddles the whole time. Like, it's not that fucking fun. I hate to break it to you guys.
No, but you got
a
the
blast.
strategy of hitting the
Yeah,
different
yeah.
things.
You got to
and the-
aim and you got to.
There's no aim. You're hitting it with a paddle.
No,
you have
that's
no
unsafe.
control.
If you're good, you're
a little
aiming.
aim.
You're aiming.
You ain't aiming, CJ.
Yes, I am.
No chance.
I am.
Aiming by timing.
Chance, dude.
Yeah, I'll stop the ball.
Yep.
They're like, put it in the pit because it's a car
Yeah, put it in
racing
the
one,
pit.
Corvette one. I'll fucking nail it into the pit. And
Yeah.
it just gives me a little dopamine dump every
Yeah.
time, a little dopamine hit.
So great.
Ben, for you, it's just like people who say, like, I don't watch TikTok. I go, good for you, don't. That's it. Like, if you don't play that pinball machine, don't.
Yeah, I
good
wouldn't
for
start,
you.
man. I
More-
wouldn't
You don't
start.
play pinball? Oh
More
my God,
time
it
for
is-
me and,
Yeah.
and
It's like
more
smoking.
time. More time for me to
Cigarettes.
play pinball and more time for you to probably be productive.
Yeah, you go make money so we can play more pinball.
But also,
I wish it was more fun. I wish it got me off the same way it does for you guys. I swear, you guys are over there with
It's
just
fun.
boners.
I'm gonna go down there right after this and play it.
some
I
pinball.
believe it.
I think we got to get one more though. So there's this debate. So Ryan went and
Bought it
bought it
himself.
So he like kind of he sent it in the group chat. He's like, we should get this. It was on Facebook Marketplace, not far from us.
And we were into it.
Like we all like pinball machines, but also was kind of like, where are we gonna put it? And I was like, I'm down, I guess. And then it was kind of mixed reviews. So Ryan's like, whatever, I'm gonna go pay for it with my own money, and I'm gonna set it in the shop and we'll see what happens. So he sets it up.
I don't have anywhere else to put
Everyone
it.
starts playing that thing, and I'm cool with the company reimbursing you and it being a company purchase. I think everyone's cool with it except for Ben.
Yeah, I got to win Ben over.
Bro,
I'm
it's
gonna
like
get him into
$6,000. One,
It's $5,300.
I don't care. I don't care if the company buys it. I've told you that 5 times. I'm outruled.
Care.
I'm outruled. There's 4 to
Sure,
1.
I guess, yeah, if you did.
I like. It's
I
not
think we
up
need to get
me.
another one.
That's where I draw the line.
Oh,
That's where I draw
I feel
the-
like everyone.
What is this place going to turn into a fucking arcade?
we should
Well,
tear up the
we-
gym and we should put it in an arcade.
Oh my
Lord
gosh.
knows we'll use the arcade
We could get
more.
a blackjack table, an ATM for when our friends come over and we want to play dice. And they're like, "Oh, I'm going to cash.
Okay,
Go to the
actually,
ATM.
I
Go
that's
to the
smart.
I would
ATM.
love an ATM.
I
No
like
more of
that.
this like IOU shit.
And we do an ATM.
Go to the
with-
ATM.
I don't even care if it doesn't have fees, just so that there's cash there.
No, we're
for 'em.
putting fees on it too. You
All
don't
right.
show up here with no money, thinking you're gonna play dice.
That's awesome.
It does take the
Dude,
Venmo factor, which is lame.
Yeah, the
Everybody's-
Venmo's
I
lame.
agree.
Your
Fuck
bank
that shit.
reimburses
You
the
gotta
fees.
have
Nobody's
the-
paying ATM fees anymore.
Do they? Shit.
Yeah.
Really? Up
need-
to a certain point.
I need to get on that.
Up to a certain
Okay.
point. You'd have to ask Ken.
Anyway, though, I don't care if the company buys the pinball machine. I just don't want it to become this thing of like, all right, we got 1, let's get 17.
So that and
Like
that's
Pit
We
where
Bull.
do have a tendency of doing that.
Yeah, because you guys are like, oh, we can get a Tom Cruise Top Gun one over here, and CJ's like, oh my gosh, okay, I found this one. It's a Transformers one. What if we got that one? That would look good next to the Tom Cruise one.
It's kind of like artwork, dude. It looks good sitting in the shop. It's cool. It like lights up. It's just another little cool addition.
You just don't get it, dude. You're too young.
that's where I want to stick
Dude,
with.
he's so used to those fucking video games on the
With
screen.
screens.
He
He starts
can't
saying
just,
like, "Hey,
he
Ben,
can't just play a thing."
let's get a bunch of Nintendo Switches," and you'd be all over it.
Yeah, he'd
dude.
be like, "Oh, let's get one for every room." Or Wii's or whatever you kids play.
Get a Nintendo Switch for him.
It's portable.
Who knows? Who knows?
There's like 12 of them. Like
That's
we could just
right.
get one for every person.
That's actually funny.
Dude. That
It'd be very funny. Imagine we're doing some kind of like YouTube cribs tour, and we like go through, and of course we got a Nintendo Switch again,
They're all
and,
mounted to the wall.
in the
Yeah.
podcast room in case you want to play some Zelda or whatever.
yeah, they could just have the docks for them,
So,
but
yeah,
dude, at the end of the day, it comes down to like the time that we have, and we don't have a lot of it, and we shouldn't
Makes me
spend it
happy.
playing pinball. But there is that. Oh, dude, like I just bought a PS5 today.
really.
when are you gonna play that?
I don't have time to play that.
It's like Ken buying an Xbox last year for
Ken
Black Friday.
plays his Xbox.
Remember?
Does
flight,
he?
Flight Simulator?
Flight
Oh, you weren't
Simulator.
here. You weren't here. Yeah.
Which still, I want to
Yeah.
know if you can see the shop.
No, he doesn't. He's just
Yeah.
like everything else. He doesn't go and check it. He doesn't. It's too much work for him.
As dumb as it sounds, though, like I mean, I actually really don't have a lot of time to play it. I've been wanting a PS5 since they came out. Vowed not to buy one above retail. Here's the thing, I at the end of the day, I just want to like kind of play it a little bit, just to, like feel normal. That sounds
Yeah.
dumb.
Blow off some steam.
yeah, it's
and
like
do nothing.
It basically once we started YouTube, quit playing video games altogether almost, and or that's what I would do. I'd go over, hang out with Jake, and play just a little bit of video games, and I love it, but just don't have the time.
I think you quit doing things that were productive or that weren't productive.
Correct.
If there was
Or-
no productivity or anything like that to it, and I think all of us kind of quit doing that. We just like, I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, I've always loved video games. I was a huge gamer growing up. Played all the Call of Duties, Halo, and before that, I mean, freaking, tons of games.
And now,
Nothing.
No.
And I tried getting back into it when I was sick earlier this fall, and I got my Xbox Live subscription back up, and I hop on, and like my friends are over playing. And
Okay,
I
your
hop on,
friends
they're
are
like,
playing?
CJ's on. What is this whole thing? Yeah, because like most people still play, and I think it's awesome. It's so fun. But I kept running this thing. I was like, it'd be like 4 or 5 games, and I was like getting frustrated, or I'd be like getting happy about like, oh, I ranked up. But I was like, it doesn't. None of it matters.
Yeah.
None of it matters. It's like false, like gain in your life, but realistically, none of it matters. But if you're having fun, which I was having fun, and that's what you got it for, it's really fun. But I think you get hooked by this idea that you're like ranking up in. Well, you're ranking up in the game, but not in real life. But it gives you these dopamine hits. Like
It does.
You know? That's
Yeah,
why
so
Call of Duty became so successful. Not only because it was a fun game, but like after every match online, you get your XP bonus and you watch your bar go.
Yeah,
and you're like,
that's true,
oh,
the
I only
ranking.
need like this many more points, and then I'm a level 55. You know, and like you get ranked up and get this gun. Like it's just
Wait, so you're telling me
it's like
that
life.
my high score on the pinball machine isn't real?
So I was going to jump
that
in
though
there.
is for like bragging rights and
Exactly.
credit.
You
Okay,
got the
that's-
bragging rights. It's right there in the shop.
that's
It's
true.
coming by every time Ben walks by, and all of
He
us
just
have the
gets
top
mad.
score. He's just going to go, ooh,
Yeah, he's gonna go back and play his Wii or
we're
whatever those kids play nowadays.
we.